Petrochemical available capacity is trending up as we move to the end of the year. The Petrochemical Weekly Update starts now. In December of 2020, I reached out to the Petrochemical Strategies Expert Network and asked them to predict what would happen in 2021. You can see the full video of their predictions on my website, petrochemicalstrategies.com. But let's turn now to see how the experts did in their predictions. Number 10, U.S. passenger vehicle sales will surpass 20 million units. In 2020, U.S. sales of passenger vehicles reached about 14 to 15 million units. According to Statistica, the sales of light and heavy-duty trucks and automobiles through November of this year reached just over 14 million units. So unless we sell 6 million vehicles in December, this prediction is unlikely to come true. I blame this in part due to the global supply chain problems we've been having. Number 9, electric vehicle sales will double from 2019 levels, reaching 3.25% of all vehicles sold in the U.S. According to Power Technology, U.S. electric vehicle sales accounted for 3% of total vehicle sales in the first half of 2021. That is approximately 250,000 units. Let's look now at the scorecard for the first 5 predictions. I gave prediction number 8 a green check, even though I don't know the exact number of gasoline electric F-150 units that were sold in 21. That is because Ford has more than 160,000 paid reservations for the fully electric F-150 Lightning. Predictions number 6 and 7 both get green checks, as sustainability and recycling were hot topics in 2021. And a peek into earnings are showing good signs for solar stocks, according to Motley Fool. We are halfway through our predictions for 2021 and doing pretty well. Let's turn now to the top 5. Prediction number 5 was an easy one, because on January 20th, 2021, Joe Biden, on his first day as president, officially rejoined the Paris Agreement. That gave us an easy green checkmark. Number 4. As predicted, the U.S. economy did very well in 2021, despite the lingering effects of COVID. In fact, the Conference Board forecasts that U.S. real GDP growth will rise to 6.5% on an annualized rate in Q4, so another green check. Prediction number 3. In the first quarter, West Texas Intermediate crude oil prices broke through the $60 per barrel mark and never really looked back. The prediction for crude was good, but we missed the mark on natural gas, which started a steep rise in August and peaked as we moved into Q4. I give this one a mixed review. Number 2. I looked at 3 chemical companies, BASF, LyondellBasell, and Dow, to evaluate this prediction. BASF reported significantly higher third quarter EBIT due to performance of its chemicals segment. Lyondell, whom I consider the most pure petrochemical company of the 3, reported record cash from operating activities of $2.1 billion in fiscal third quarter. And finally, Dow announced gains in net sales, prices, and income across all operating segments and businesses. I think this prediction deserves 2 check marks. And the final prediction for the year, made by the Petrochemical Strategies Expert Network. 2021 will be better than 2020. So you might be wondering, what does 2022 have in store for petrochemicals? Well, if you are, then the PetChem Global Market Intel Advisory, delivered by the Petrochemical Strategies Expert Network and supported by IIR Energy and powered by i2 Enabled, can help. If you have questions and want answers, ask me. You can reach out to me directly through my website, www.petrochemicalstrategies.com, or to the IIR Energy team by email at iirteam@iirenergy.com. Both addresses are shown on your screen. Let's look at the global petrochemical capacity developments over the past week and what we can expect to see in the coming week. I am using the PCGMI Start of Day dashboard to look at petrochemical feedstocks and available capacity for products around the world. Available capacity in Asia increased as 3 petrochemical complexes returned to service in India, and additional capacity came online at the Jubail Petrochemical Complex in Saudi Arabia. In North America, CPChem restarted its Port Arthur cracker after we reported the outage last week. Additionally, Shell Norco increased its available capacity. By the end of this week, we see an outage and several available capacity reductions in Asia, the largest being at Yanbu Petrochemicals, a SABIC-affiliated company. In Europe, Shell's Rhineland-Wesseling refinery is expected to increase available capacity. In the U.S., we see gains at Borealis Petrochemicals in Mexico, ExxonMobil Baton Rouge, and Westlake Sulphur. Let's take a look at the headlines. Chevron Phillips Chemical, or CPChem, has made a final investment decision to construct a C3 splitter in Baytown, Texas to produce propylene. The unit is planned to start up in 2023 and will have capacity of 1 billion pounds per year. Earlier in December, Dow Chemical completed planned maintenance at its 948 million pound per year ethylene and 575 million pound per year ethylene glycol units in Seadrift, Texas. Industrial Info was tracking $29 million worth of projects across Germany from BASF, one of the largest chemical processing companies in the region. The projects include unit additions, grassroots facilities, plant maintenance, plant expansions, and modernizations. Thank you for watching the Petrochemicals Weekly Update. If you have any questions about anything you saw here today, just ask me. My name is Robert Sawchuk, and I will see you next time.